think I came to Atlanta and not gon' rap, nigga. I'm in the kitchen with Yayo, he make it slap, nigga. You niggas ain't got no motion and that's a fact, nigga. I drop a few more, I'm blowing, I'm like Iraq, nigga. Ripped up the sack, retired quarterback, nigga. She off the track, can't work her if she flat, nigga. I need her with an apple bottom like a Mac, nigga. 020 moving, I ain't talking about a pack, nigga.
What up, Gringo Gang? It's your boy Emerald Amico. We back with yet another video, man. I'm back outside with it again. You know what I'm saying? Our location shall not be disclosed. But yeah, Gringo Gang. Hey, man. I'm running the old format for this video. I'm gonna find out if y'all like it or not. But we got some more game for you on this episode. And today, Drink Champs has a music producer by the name of Kwame. And he is basically giving us the game on how important it is for up-and-coming artists to try to avoid taking publishing deals. We all know about record deals, but after the record deal, or part of the record deals, also can be publishing deals as well. And publishing is basically the royalties you get back from your music playing on the radio, playing in movies, people using your music in videos on social media, all that stuff. Like when your music is put out for the world to consume, you need to get paid for that. So that's where publishing comes in. But that gets artists a lot of their money, and for decades upon decades, the record labels have been recouping most of their investments in artists from music published. And I don't know if you guys heard about, Michael Jackson buying so much music publishing before he passed and things like that. Like, it's always been a very important part of the music industry. So let's get into it and see what he has to say, man.
I have a publishing deal.
No.
And Baisley Projects.
Yeah. Shouts to Baisley.
Yeah, he's on Section 8. He has an opportunity. He has let's just say for 7's my lucky number. So
Nori painting the scenario right now.
700 grand. Mm-hmm. Looking at him in his face. This 700 grand could change his family, get him out the project. But then he hears somebody like Kwame who's well experienced, and says, I don't believe, sir, you should take that deal.
Gamble.
That's the super gamble.
But what is the loss again? Because I don't think we explained. What are they losing when they do?
So when you take the 700 grand, the publishing company now owns whatever the percentage you agree with. Let's say it's 50%. It don't go lower than 50. Mm. So now they own you 50%, almost for life.
So all the up and coming artists out there, he's saying that he would advise you to think strongly or avoid taking publishing deals, because, man, publishing deals, a lot of times record deals have like a limitation, a limited time period, a certain amount of albums or a certain amount of years. Music publishing, once you sign a deal with a person who publishes your music and collects your publishing revenue, a lot of times they don't really want to renegotiate those deals. They kind of like want those deals to go into perpetuity, to last forever. And therefore, any music that you put out, if you're still with the publishing company who makes sure that your music gets seen everywhere, gets put out everywhere, but if you're still with them, they always make sure that they're locked in to at least about 50% of the money you get from your publishing royalties. And man, that could take a whole lot of food off your table. But let's keep going, man.
Young kid, don't do that. no matter what. Because money is real shiny, man. It's real shiny when it's up front. So my suggestion is if you get a publishing deal, get something called an admin deal, an administration deal.
But they give you like 10%,
Yeah,
right?
they take 10% of your money, they find it, they collect it. That's 700 grand. You're gonna make it anyway in 9 months, or 1.2, or 2.5, or 7.8. Make it.
All right, that's what's up. He just taught me something new I didn't know. So we got some game, y'all. Get a administrative publishing deal. I guess that means you're part of collecting your revenue, or you pay them a certain percentage to go get all your money, but you still maintain the majority of your publishing revenue. So that sounds really good. He just gave us some games, so y'all make sure y'all look into those administrative publishing deals. But let's keep it going, man.
If you have that hit. Now, here goes the crazy gamble, and this is all a gamble.
Okay.
What if you didn't take the 700 grand and you flopped?
I mean, like you said, it's a gamble.
It's a gamble.
I mean, now they preach. Yeah, man, now they preaching, because in this scenario that he painted, $700,000 would be the offer that you're getting to sign the record deal, and they take 50% of your publishing. And basically what he's saying is there's a lot of money that you are giving up and missing out on by signing away half your publishing in order to get that big upfront check to change your life. Because a lot of us need those checks to get out of the situation we in, the hood, to take care of our family, blah, 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 all that. So it puts young artists in a predicament. Do I take this money and go ahead and take care of my family, make sure we survive and make sure we don't starve? Or do I keep on struggling and just wait it out because I believe in the music that I got, and I believe that it's going to give me double the money that I would have taken up front? It's up to you to make that decision. And that's what that's basically what they're highlighting in this video, that's a very hard decision to make. And if you get the choice, it's Kwame, it's his opinion that, based on his experience, that you should try to resist the publishing deal, resist giving up any of your publishing for as long as you possibly can. That's basically what he's saying.
How much do you want to gamble on yourself? How much do you believe in yourself? How much do you believe in your future? Do you think 700? If you think somebody's offering you 700 grand off the rip, that's the thing I'm trying to tell you.
You should understand the multiple of what they're looking
You
at.
understand that your body worth 1.4.
If it was a deal with somebody, you're never going to give them the best price.
Right.
You're never doing it.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's saying business is business. If they offer you $700,000 up front, they know they're gonna make $2 million off your ass. They just know that. They know that off rip. Like they're not offering you that money to lose money. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what he's saying. But what you have to understand is, like he said, that's one of the tough things that come with getting the game, getting the information. What if you don't take that money and you flop? So if you don't take the advance and the project that they were going to invest in doesn't do good, you still could have had $700,000 to change your life with, even though you still got to pay back that recoup to the label. You still could have made some moves to put yourself and your family in a better position, even though your music didn't perform how you thought it was going to perform. But at the same time, even though you're in a better situation, the debt that you accrued, it may make it hard for you to maintain that new situation you got in. So you're probably going to lose it all anyway. So I do understand him giving you the reality of, if you really that desperate and you really need that check, you might need to take advantage of this opportunity if this is the most money that you probably ever going to be able to see in your life. You probably need to jump on it, for better or for worse. Just take that to try to hope that you can flip it into a better living situation. But if you know that your music is dope and you know that, you're not in a life or death situation and you believe in what you're doing, it's senseless to take that quick money up front and lose out on the back end of what you really deserve for that timeless art that only you could have created. That's basically what he's trying to get you to think on.
And even if you keep negotiating, whatever price they land at, they still, you're never gonna everybody thinks they outsmarted some evil conglomerate out there that's been slinging records since 1958. Now, the thing is, for people that don't understand.
Yeah, it's hard to outsmart companies that's been doing this shit since your grandparents was born. Like, that's where we got to humble ourselves a little bit, which is kind of like why I had my stance on how I felt about, Drake suing his label, that situation. If you want to know how I feel about that, go back in my catalog and check out, the video where I made about Drake, and his lawsuit with UMG. But that's why I feel how I feel about that. It's because, man, you don't want to think that you're bigger than the industry, bigger than the game that you're playing in. It's rules to all of it, so you definitely got to remember that. But yeah, man, definitely. There's a way to finesse in any situation, even though whoever's making the offer, they probably gonna have the leverage at the end anyway. But there's still a way to make sure that you profit and that you gain as many opportunities and as you possibly can from the deal that you do with certain people, no matter if that certain person is going to come out on top of that deal. For example, like we watched Drake sign with Lil Wayne and do all them features and hooks for Lil Wayne for all them years, for Young Money all them years. And once he got done serving his time and, earning his keep and paying his dues, then Drake got to be Drake because he went and he did his dirty work, so he got to shine and be on top. So that's like kind of the dynamic that you have with record labels and deals and stuff like that. You probably gonna lose at first, but you losing to have a win in the end. Works for the better type shit. Yeah, y'all stay tuned.
And what you're being given, they're not giving you money. No record label, no publishing company ever
advance.
gives you money. They lend you money.
Yeah, it's a loan.
Facts. Record deals are not a gift. Advances are not a gift. Those are always loans. When they come throw them stacks on you in the private jet, those are loans. Remember that. Got to recoup that.
They lend you your own money.
With high rate interest.
With interest,
Yeah,
right.
with interest. Like, my situation now is just more of an admin deal. They're just collecting, and I don't have to owe them anything. But that took years
Right.
to understand and years to realize. And so back to your man in Baisley, he don't have that time to understand that possible future for him. Like, we can name way too many artists that got the super popping record. The record.
So basically what he's saying right now is he ended up winning in the long run by not giving up too much of his publishing. He did give up some of his publishing in the beginning, and it blocked him from some opportunities, which he explained in the interview. But he basically saying that not giving up a certain amount of his publishing, it paid off in the long run to where he ended up making more money than they would have ever offered him in the first place. But what he's saying is he understands that a lot of up-and-coming artists are in desperate situations and they're just looking for a payday to get themselves in a better living situation. And he's telling you that he understands that you may not have time to make mistakes and learn, like your survival might be on the line. So you may have to make a decision today versus having time to make mistakes and learn that taking the 700,000 isn't the best idea. You may have to just make a decision today. And if you do have to do that, then, he's just trying to sum up what he's learned over a career of probably more than 20 years. He's trying to sum that up in a couple of minutes so that you can make a more informed decision if you should run into this opportunity. So shout out to him. Shout out to Mr. Kwame. Y'all make sure y'all go to Drake Tramps with Kwame, Kwame, and watch his whole interview so you get the full spectrum. But I'm just here to talk about the publishing part. I think that's a real dope ass game. Let's finish it up.
is popping, then the publishing company kicks in and they want to scrape up the rewards. He would have got those rewards anyway. You know, that's the point. He would have gotten those things anyway. So, like I said, it's crazy, man.
All right, so yeah, man. Basically, Kwame says when you are looking to take that, you know, $1 million, that couple of $1 million, that first $500,000, whatever lump sum of money that they throw at you, if you were to continue to promote yourself, continue to keep doing the work you do, continue to own all of your own rights and everything, it may take twice or 3 times as long, but eventually all of the money that you split with the big companies to land you there faster, you were going to get that money anyway. And it's not to be greedy and say that you just have to get all the money, you can't share with anybody who will put you on or anything. It's not saying that. It's saying, do you want enough money to take care of yourself for a lifetime, or do you want enough money to take care of your family for generations? It's kind of the decision that you're choosing between when you're selling and giving up certain things like your publishing revenue and your music catalog, selling that off and stuff like that. When you do certain things like that, you're choosing between long-term money for generations and short-term money for this lifetime. So you got to make that decision. But Gringo Gang, y'all let me know what y'all think about this video, man. Was this some helpful information? Should I keep recording videos like this? Keep going back and forth between this format and the other one? Should I stick with this one? Should I stick with the other one? What y'all think, man? Y'all like, comment, subscribe, let me know. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Yes, sir.
Coming together, they always give you the worst for the better, don't mean to curse. I'm just fed up, people always telling me to give up. Hell no, I ain't giving shit up. Invested too many push-ups and sit-ups. I made it through hiccups and straight out the water with gators and lizards. So fuck all you quitters, I'm here with my nigga. Just know that he got me for life. Just know that he got me on Sprite. So dirty and need baby wipes.